Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel Talks with Loveline, and today we'll be doing something very interesting. We'll be discussing some people's unpopular opinion I saw online. So we'll just be discussing and sharing our own thoughts about these unpopular opinions. So stay tuned because it's about to go down. It's about to get very interesting. So I noted these unpopular opinions down, so we'll be reading through them together. So the first one I have here on my list, this person said, having children is not something you do just because you can. You need to be prepared and ready financially and mentally to actually raise a child. And I am fully agreeing with this person with my chest, with everything I have in me. I am agreeing with this person. You don't have children just because you feel like, oh, I have the ability to have children, so why not get pregnant and start giving birth? You have to be financially prepared, mentally prepared, and also spiritually prepared. Yes, because there are going to be a whole lot of battles financially, mentally, and spiritually too. You can't mark that out. You can't rule that out. There are going to be a whole lot of battles. So you don't tell me that, oh, I can just have children. I mean, I'm married with my husband, so I can bear children if I choose to. If you're not stable with your husband financially, if you all are not okay financially and mentally, these are the key points. Please don't have children. Don't come and start raising children that at the end of the day you will not be able to raise them well, and at the end of the day they will become problems to the society. I said what I said. I mean, if you're not able to feed your child well or give them the necessary needs, like the little things they need, first of all, they'll be prompt to look outside. These are the major causes of all these pickpockets and stealing and all. It's because they are not properly fed in the house. Then they will go out to look for the small things they can pick to eat. At the end of the day, they become nuisance to the society. They become disasters to the society. So if you're not ready to raise your child, if you're not ready financially to raise a child, if you're not ready mentally to raise a child, to give that child all the mental strength he's going to need or she's going to need, all the morale and everything that child is going to need to grow very strong mentally, education, food, care, support, attention. If you know you're not ready, don't give it, please. Don't give it, please. Most of the cases we see of touts out there is because the parents did not really give those children attention when they were little. So they go out, they seek attention outside and get the wrong attention. If you don't have love as a parent to give to your child, please don't give it. Love is not just about giving food and shouting. It's beyond that. If you don't have it to give as a parent, don't even plan on giving it, please. So on to the next. I'm not going to dwell much on that because I'm not a parent yet. I'm just talking about what we see in the society and how bad it is affecting the society when these kids, when these children start growing up, when they start growing and they start involving themselves in what they're not meant to do. It's really bad. So please be financially stable, be mentally stable, be spiritually stable to back up your children before you start giving birth. Okay, so on to the next. So the next person said, modern feminism is wanting women to be above men and not equal. Modern feminism is wanting women to be above men and not equal. Now, I don't know the point this person is trying to pass. Well, I'm fully in support of feminism if we are following the right meaning of feminism. Okay, get that right. If we're following the right meaning of feminism, I'm fully in support of it. But what we are seeing these days is not feminism, Concord. All these whatever we are seeing on social media, most of it is just something else, honestly. Because what is feminism in the first place? I think it all started when I think they were advocating for female rights, for the ladies to have equal rights as the men, because I think in the olden days they always give men these advantages rather, and limited women to just put into bed, getting pregnant, putting to bed and being in the kitchen. I think that was what they did in the olden days. Then somebody came up, somebody very good, very knowledgeable, came up to start advocating to put an end to such inequality. I mean, if a man can go to school, if a boy child can go to school, why should a girl child not go to school? If a boy child can be involved in business and all, why should a girl child not be involved in business? Why should she be limited to only being in the house, learning how to cook and learning how to, like, preparing her to get married to whomever comes to get married to her, and just to give birth? Like, women be some sort of how will I put it, birth machine, children producing machine. Why will a woman be limited? Why should a woman be limited to that? I think that is why this whole feminism of a stuff started. And then what we are seeing today, I don't understand. Because why are you telling me that modern feminism is wanting a woman to be above a man and not being equal? We are not even done settling the equality part. Now women are wanting to be above a man. Why? I'm a woman, but I'm a baby girl. You can't tell me to start wanting to be above the men or whatever. I will still say it till tomorrow. If there is anything like an afterlife or coming back again, another world, I will still come back as a woman. And if you want to act above the man, or you want to be above the man, probably you should come back as a man too, because you don't know what these men go through. You don't know what they go through, the whole hustle and everything. I get women hustle these days, yes. Women goes to school these days, yes. I get those points correctly. But why are you telling me that in a house where there are these couples, like a husband and a wife, living together, and probably they have children, but because the woman is claiming feminism, you say maybe you have 4 children, you say your husband will pay for 2 children, you pay for 2 children, because you want to live an equal right with your husband, with the man. No, I'm independent, I have my own money. Why should I know they are my children too? They are my. Your husband is the sole provider of the home. Get that? The husband is the sole provider of the home. I mean, why should I be going on a date with a man and I'm insisting on 50-50? He asked me out for the date. Why should I be the one paying half of the bill? Is that simple? Is that simple? I don't understand the reason why ladies these days wants to be living above a man, when that is not even the whole meaning behind feminism. We are going outside it and we are doing something else, claiming to be feminist. Any lady you see out there, oh, I'm a feminist, I'm a feminist, I'm a feminist, I'm a feminist. A man cannot do this, a man cannot do this. Let me bring this home. Why is it that, okay, if so much you claim to be a feminist, let me say in the Igbo traditional marriage, I don't know for others, I'm an Igbo girl, so I can speak on that aspect. In the Igbo traditional marriage, since you are a feminist, why is it that you still carry wine and go and kneel down to your husband to give him to drink? Since you are dragging rights with the man now, or you want to be above the man, maybe you should be the one to sit down and your husband should carry the wine and come and kneel and give you. You're above him after all, yeah? There are some kind of things that when we talk, we should think. Just think about it small. Just think about it small. You see, this whole issue of feminism is deep. Is deep. And if you don't have the right knowledge about feminism, if you don't know the real meaning of feminism, or what it is about, or how it came about, don't come for me, oh. Don't come for me. Go and do your findings well and come with proofs. Yes. And come with enough proof to tell me why you are dragging paying 50-50 with the man. Or why you are dragging paying the house rent that you and your spouse or your supposed spouse are staying in. And as a lady, you're dragging paying the rent. You don't like baby girl treatment, oh, at all. You don't like baby girl treatment. You want to be a man. Anyway, leaving the whole feminist and feminism aside, naturally, the man has been placed, he has been built, he has been machined. I don't want to use the word machined because I mean they are humans. Okay, he has been built in a way that he should be above a woman. There is nothing in this world anybody wants to see. Yes, because that's the simple truth. The man has been built in a way that he should be above the woman, above his wife, or above the woman, anything. I have brothers. I have a junior brother. But I still look at him as the head of the family after my dad. He's my junior brother, but he's still the head. You should get that right though. Well, everybody have their opinion. I mean, this is why it is unpopular, right? So you should give them that chance to exercise that position. I'm not saying, okay, that will not mean that the man should be very authoritative or harsh or condescending. You get my point, right? What I'm trying to say is naturally, God's plan, the way God did everything, a man should be above the woman. That's nature. That's why most men don't like women that wants to be rubbing shoulder with them. That's why they don't, because that ego is already there naturally. It's there naturally. Like I said, I have junior brothers, but I mind the way I even talk to them, because in as much as they are my junior, they are growing up to be men. So you have to always put that at the back of your mind, that this person I'm relating with is a man, no. And naturally, that ego is there. Naturally, he has been wired to be like that. He has been wired to be above. You get my point? Then if it is about the whole going to school, having equal right, doing businesses, working, having positions, the position a man can attain in a job, a woman should also attain such position. That's very okay. That's very okay. All right. But then the other definition of feminism that people are using mostly online today is what I don't understand. And I feel like we should draw ourselves back to go and check the real meaning of feminism, how it started, where it originates from, who started it, who pushed for it, why she did that. It's better we search deeply about feminism than this thing we are doing these days and calling it feminism, because that's not feminism at all. That's not feminism at all. We are rather abusing the thing, that term, feminism. We are abusing it. So I've dwelled much on this. Moving on to the next. Okay, this is kind of related to the first one I said earlier. This person said You should not come for me. Oh, this is somebody's opinion, not mine. This lady said people in poverty shouldn't be having kids. I don't mean like, oh, we shop at cheap stores. I mean people who are barely living. They should not be having kids at all. That's what this person said, though. It's not me. This person said people that are in poverty, people living in poverty, and he's not talking about, oh, we shop in cheap stores, or we can afford to clothes, or like poverty. People that can barely feed, like you can't even feed your own self, and you are giving birth. Why are you doing such a thing? Well, I'm in support of this person. Oh, I'm fully in support of this person, because why are you bringing that child to the world to suffer? If you can barely feed your own self, why are you getting pregnant? If you can't eat well as a man, and it's very difficult for you to also feed your wife or your woman, why are you getting her pregnant? Why are you all getting pregnant? Like you plan on bringing the child to the world to suffer the child, and then tomorrow you tell the child you should be worshiping me for feeding you. You should be bowing down that I'm feeding you. Do you know how many kids out there that have not eaten? Sir, ma, it is your right to feed that child. You giving birth to a child, you should know that you're going to feed that child, you're going to train that child, give that child all the necessary basic needs he or she will ever need, till that child gets to some certain age where he starts hustling or she starts hustling and fending for herself. Even at that, you are still responsible for that child, because they are under you. I get you should always teach your child or your children to be grateful. I can still remember when we were younger, and after eating, then we will not even say daddy thank you, mommy thank you. My dad will call us, he will sit us down, he will talk to us. Most times he will even punish us for not being grateful for the food we see on the table to eat. That's a different case. But wanting that child to worship you, like I'm doing everything for you, that's sama. Without due respect, that's what you're supposed to do. That is what you're supposed to do. Paying that child's school fees, dressing that child, clothing that child, providing shelter for that child is what you're supposed to do, ma. Is what you're supposed to do, sir. Don't expect the child to come and start worshiping you as a god because you are doing it. I've seen many parents go as far as telling their child, oh, if you don't do this, you might not know. If you don't do this, I'll stop paying your school fees. You will not stop, oh. You will continue paying that child's school fees, because that child is your responsibility. So you will keep paying that child's school fees. You can't tell your child, oh, because you did this, I will stop giving you food. You will give that child food, though. If not, the child will go outside and do what he's not supposed to do. Increasing crime rates in our society, increasing crime rates in our nation. So if you know you've not been able to feed yourself well, please don't think about giving birth. Don't think about giving birth, because most of these underlying most of these crimes, rather, these minor things that you might not even think of, are their underlying causes. Because if you don't feed a child well, you will look outside. If you don't give that child what you're supposed to give him, and then the prep talk you're supposed to give to that child, understand that most times it might not be available. But how far have you trained that child mentally to understand that, oh, that's how life is, that's how life can be sometimes? Most times life is not a bed of roses. How far have you trained that child to be able to understand that? How far have you trained that child mentally? This is also relating to the very first opinion, where that person said, if you're not mentally stable or financially stable, then you shouldn't give birth. So I just hope we understand this. So I'm not really coming for anybody, I'm just stating this person's opinion, and I'm quite in agreement with him or her, whomever, because there are some things that we just have to sit down and think before. I really don't blame those couples that said, oh, that decide that, oh, they will have to have a car first before they get pregnant. I really don't blame them. It's because they've seen things. Yes, it's because they've seen things, and they have no other option than to decide that they want better lives for their children, which is actually very, very, very okay. So moving on to the next. Okay, finally, this is my own personal unpopular opinion. Most of your nasty character is not due to zodiac sign. Yes, I said that. Whew, feels good. Most of your nasty character, your bad behavior, is not due to your zodiac sign. You should stop. You should stop. Every time it's because I'm Aquarius, I be Kini. It's because I'm Taurus, I be Libra. You have a bad character, is you have a bad character. You should own up to it and take responsibility for your dirty character and change. What is your Aries? Or you are, what they even call it? Anyway, that will be the end of our video today. And this is me discussing unpopular opinion. So if you know you have unpopular opinions, you can share with us on the comment section. If you know you have any unpopular opinions, share it with us on the comment section. And don't forget that I'm still open to answer questions, to receive questions and answer them on my TikTok handle, IG handle, Facebook, even on the comment section. You can drop your question, and I promise every question will be attended to. I will attend all questions, I promise. So feel free to ask your question. It might be from this video, it might be from other videos, and still share your unpopular opinions. Let's rub minds together. Let's see what you have in mind. With that being said, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on your notifications, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on these wonderful videos. All right, see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.